Ladies and gentlemen, and not so gentle men, welcome to Hero Time TV. Today, we're diving deep into the ultimate side of Ben 10, literally. We're gonna talk about how ultimate aliens were created, how the Ultimatrix works, and some crazy details you might have missed. So stick around till the end, because trust me, even hardcore fans get surprised by this stuff. 1. The Ultimatrix. What it is and who built it. The Ultimatrix first appeared in Ben 10, Alien Force, in the episode The Final Battle, Part 1. That episode is widely known, so we will not focus on it. The Ultimatrix was originally designed by Azmuth. After giving Ben the prototype Omnitrix, Azmuth began working on a new version. Before it was completed, it was stolen by Albedo. Albedo is a Galvan, and was once Azmuth's assistant. He believed Ben was not worthy of using the Omnitrix. His first attempt to replicate the Omnitrix resulted in him being permanently transformed into a copy of Ben. Later, Albedo attempted again. This time, he stole Azmuth's unfinished Omnitrix and completed it himself. The result was the Ultimatrix. Its most notable feature is the ability to trigger simulated evolution, allowing alien forms to evolve into their ultimate versions. Albedo built the Ultimatrix quickly. He only intended to use it temporarily, until he could regain his original Galvan form. Because of this, he did not prioritize fixing bugs or optimizing performance. As a Galvan, he had the intelligence to fix any issue later, if necessary. His main goal was functionality, not perfection. You now have an understanding of what the Ultimatrix is. It is essentially an Omnitrix with one major upgrade: the ability to evolve its alien forms and make them more powerful. However, it lacks many of the core functions the original Omnitrix had. For example, it does not include DNA damage repair or most of the built-in failsafes. 2. What are ultimate aliens? Ultimate aliens are the evolved versions of standard Omnitrix aliens. The Ultimatrix simulates millions of years of theoretical evolution. This is done by placing the selected alien's DNA into a worst-case scenario environment. The simulation then runs for an extended theoretical timeline, forcing adaptation. The result is an evolved DNA profile designed to survive extreme conditions. This process is based on survival of the fittest. The final ultimate form is more combat-oriented, durable, and specialized for battle. For example, Ultimate Humungousaur has external armor plating and a spiked tail mace. These enhancements do not exist in his base form. Ultimate aliens are designed for combat efficiency. They are not natural evolutions. They are artificially simulated to maximize power. 3. The nature of ultimate aliens. Ultimate forms are not just upgrades. They are twisted, artificial versions of the species they represent. They were designed for combat, not for survival in a natural ecosystem. They do not reflect the culture, behavior, or personality of the species they originate from. In some cases, they are the opposite. For example, Cannonbolt species is known for being peaceful and non-aggressive. However, Ultimate Cannonbolt is designed to be a weapon, aggressive, armored, and destructive. The Ultimates are not natural evolutions. They are engineered for war. 4. The major flaws of the Ultimatrix. The most critical flaw in the Ultimatrix was a glitch in the evolutionary function. Due to this malfunction, the ultimate forms became sentient inside the device. They were no longer just evolved templates, they became self-aware beings. After discovering this, Ben attempted to set them free. To do this, he was willing to sacrifice his own life. This moment demonstrated the lengths Ben would go to protect others, even those who disliked or resented him. However, Ben was ultimately saved, and the Ultimates were released without his death. This was not the only flaw in the Ultimatrix. It displayed multiple signs of being incomplete and unstable. It was easily hacked and tracked by several individuals. Examples include the Weapon Master and Egregor. This exposed the user to unnecessary risk. The Ultimatrix also lacked dimensional awareness. It could not detect extra-dimensional beings. Unlike the original Omnitrix, it could not restore corrupted DNA. It also lacked proper security. The Ultimatrix could be removed from the user's wrist without any form of authentication. This meant that anyone could potentially pick it up and use it. There were also technical issues that affected its function. Some glitches would leave the user's alien forms without protective adaptations, exposed to cold or harsh environments without armor or clothing. Azmuth addressed all of these flaws. He corrected them in the new Omnitrix, which replaced the Ultimatrix. 5. Evolution Function Power Drain. This is not a glitch, but it is a significant limitation. Using the evolutionary function consumes a large amount of energy. Activating an ultimate form drains the Ultimatrix battery much faster than standard transformations. This makes it inefficient for prolonged use in extended battles or multiple transformations. The Ultimatrix was a powerful but unstable version of the Omnitrix. It introduced ultimate aliens, evolved, combat-enhanced forms designed for survival and power. However, it lacked the precision, safety, and balance of the original Omnitrix. Its bugs, flaws, and power drain made it unreliable in critical moments. And while it gave Ben access to immense strength, it also showed how far he was willing to go to protect life, even when the technology failed him. Eventually, Azmuth replaced it with a perfected Omnitrix, closing the chapter on the Ultimatrix and its unstable legacy. With that, we are going to end today's video. If you learned something new, consider subscribing to Hero Time TV. More facts, more breakdowns, more Ben 10. This is Hero Time TV, signing off.